Gangland. We outside with this shit, nigga. Where we at? On Fig and what? What is this? Fig and what? Vernon? Fig and Vernon out here live and direct, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Gangland.
Oh shit, guys. It looks like ADAM22 started a potential gang war. So what you're seeing in this video is Bompton G Uno, who's been rolling around with King Pill, showing up in 40s Crip neighborhood. Now this guy, his name is Bompton G Uno. He's a blood, and he certainly shouldn't be around there. And him presenting himself is in a way where it's offensive to 4 Extra. Is showing 4 Extra, you know, it will show up in your hood. We're not scared of you, and we're not scared of your gang. Now, as you guys know, this started with 4 Extra talking a lot of shit about King Pill because ADAM22 was trying to set up a fight between 4 Extra and King Pill, but like a professional fight where they can make money. However, 4 Extra immediately shot it down. He blew up on ADAM22. He called King Pill a smoker. He said that he could knock him out easily and that he wasn't even a real blood. He said that he got jumped in prison or he got jumped in prison and things of that nature. And so I guess King Pill took offense to that. And the next video that King Pill should put out, which was it's not worth seeing because it's just him sort of, he's just in some neighborhood sort of calling 4 Extra out. But this video is pretty offensive. This dude is in 4 Extra's neighborhood. It's in 40s Crip territory. You see the guys in the background. They're throwing up gang signs. We don't know what this may lead to. You know, I can tell that Bompton G Uno and King Pill, they're trying to make money out of this media thing. 4 Extra is already sort of set up with ADAM22. Apparently he has an exclusive contract with ADAM22 to make content for No Jumper. Now 4 Extra is officially off of probation, and so he should be free to do whatever. But this is exactly the kind of shit that Whack 100 was telling ADAM22 could arise by creating these type of scenarios, because these are street dudes, and as you know, street dudes, man, it all starts as fun and games, right? It's all about creating content, but it's a very fine line between creating content and actually offending other street dudes, which will eventually lead to street activities. Now Bompton G Uno, he served for a homicide. I think he was in prison for first-degree murder, but then he snitched on a dude who was already killed to help himself get out. So that's the story behind Bompton G Uno. Otherwise, he'd still be in prison serving life. So he's a real street character from Compton, and a blood. He has his reputation. And then you have 4 Extra. Now 4 Extra, he had multiple attempted murder charges, and he got out on some lucky shit where an appeal worked because of some legal stuff, right? And so he would also right now be serving life in prison. So both these dudes would be in prison serving serious time. So these are real street characters. Individuals who've been shot at and who've shot people before and who are reputables from their gang, right? And now ADAM22, just trying to be a businessman and trying to create a fight, maybe misunderstanding how volatile these individuals' characters really are, right? A little bit of something that, you know, in normal society could just pass off as a joke or whatever, in street culture, man, can lead to serious consequences where violence erupts. Because what happens is, now 4 Extra's homies are looking at him like, dude, you're just gonna let these guys embarrass you like this? And, you know, by embarrassing you, they're embarrassing us. So they're gonna want get back, right? And then on the flip side, Bompton Giuno's homies and King Pill's homies are going to want action as well. And so it's, even if the two guys, Bompton Giuno and 4 Extra, kind of look at it as, you know what, we're creating content, there's a potential issue that could arise out of the people around them. And that's why this stuff is so volatile, and that's why Whack 100 was calling ADAM22 a culture vulture, because he's like, you don't understand what kind of scenarios you can create by your antics, you know? And we saw how it's difficult to be a street person who entertains people like Brick Baby, and yet create online entertainment and keep your street cred so you can go back to the neighborhood. There were small instances of things Brick Baby would say or do that would cause an entire uproar in LA gangbanging culture, right? And so it was very difficult for him to manage that. He had to, as you guys are aware, Brick Baby got caught up with multiple guns on multiple occasions. So he really had to carry and protect himself just for being a guy that's out there creating content and maybe saying things that may offend some of these street characters, including people within his own gang. So that world, that's why they call it politics. It's very messy, you know. And 4 Extra, I mean, ADAM22 creating this dynamic, he might just be looking at it like it's all fun and games, but you can't control these street characters, right? Nobody could control them. That's why they end up in prison. It goes beyond the lines immediately, you know? And like I said in my previous video, shame is a big factor, man. These dudes come from the streets, man. They're impoverished. They probably come from broken homes, and so they felt ashamed, and they reacted to shame through violence, you know? And so now as adults, they haven't progressed that much to where if they feel shame that, hey, I'm 4 Extra and I'm this well-known gang member in my neighborhood and I got this rep, and he also thinks he has this fame, and yet this blood, Bompton Giuno, is going out there, he's coming into my neighborhood, he's disrespecting me, disrespecting this gang that I love so much, disrespecting this neighborhood that I grew up in. Now you've embarrassed me, and Adam, you've put me in this situation. He was about to beat Adam up before. Now, I mean, it's getting volatile, right? So this is what Whack 100 was referring to. This is what we're seeing, and I'm telling you guys, it's going to get jumping, man. Someone's going to respond, this, that, the third. We're going to see some shit go down, man. Hopefully it can just culminate in a genuine fight where we can pay to see it between 4 Extra and King Pill, or between 4 Extra and Bompton Giuno, you know? And we could leave it at that, but odds are that that's not going to be the case, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. A lot of you watched my previous video, a lot of likes. I really appreciate it, man. I hope you enjoy it. Peace.